All right, what we have here is a little bit of Swiss chard. My fig, brown turkey fig, died back, and you see the new growth coming up on it here. I cut it all the way back, and here's all the new growth coming back out. So even though it died back, it's still alive. Over here's all of our kale. We've got dino kale and different various types. Stuff's kind of cool. Here's the curly leaf. Over here, we got lots of carrots coming up, so we'll see how they do. Over here we've got radishes. If you see, there's a little radish down there. We got one growing. Over here is our cabbage. And then broccoli, and then cauliflower. And over here we got lettuce, different types of lettuces. And then I've got some Swiss chard that's starting to come out and do well. A little bit there, down there, down there. Right here is winter Bloomsdale spinach, down that row. Right here, that's Swiss chard on the very end. And then we've got collard greens. And check this out. Here's our potatoes. These are Yukon Gold potatoes. All these guys here. They're up in this mound. See if I can get a picture of them. Got some sugar snap peas. A lot of those kind of died off, but I do have some here that are still going. Got some blossoms on them. Here's our other fig tree here. You can see. Had to cut him back. That's another brown turkey fig. It's got new growth coming on it. And through here I had nice potato plants coming up, but a lot of them are dying back for some reason. And I don't know if it's because it's too moist or whatever, but those other ones seem to be doing a lot better. So I'm glad I planted two different patches. Okay, right here we've got garlic. Now, I pulled back the mulch on these because I didn't want them to get too wet, because I thought maybe that them being too moist would kind of make the bulbs rot. So I pulled them back so they can dry out a little bit. Okay, right here's our Celeste fig. This thing is doing great so far. We just purchased this year and put it in the ground. It's supposed to be more cold hardy, but this thing's doing great. We'll see if we get some good figs from that. Over here we've got yellow onions growing. And again, this is our Swiss chard. Some of our Swiss chard, and this was that brown turkey fig that I cut back, but it's doing well. Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you is our mint bed here. Look at that. So we planted some mint plants down through here last year, and we knew that they would grow like crazy. But check this out. I mean, they're popping up all over the place. This is just a weed here, but yeah, that's a new plant. So this thing's gone bananas. I mean, all over the place. Look at this. Is that not crazy? It's probably gonna be completely filled in here before too long. This is just one season of planting mint plants, and then the wintertime came, and then in the springtime, this is how much has came up. A lot of it survived the winter too. It's kind of overtaken these steps here. Let's go over here. There's more mint. We got mint out of our ears down through here. All right, over here I planted some strawberries this year called Temptation strawberries. I just planted them about a week ago, so we'll see how those do. I planted this cilantro, I don't know, probably a couple months ago, and it's doing good. I've already cut it back like 2 or 3 times. We got this little plant that Jeff and Melissa got for us from their property. We planted it. It's coming back. Got rosemary coming up here. Got a little cedar tree that we pulled up from the forest, and it's growing. It's got little new growth on it. Here's our volunteer turnip greens that's come up. And it looks like these guys are trying to go to seed. Right up here. Flower out and go to seed, which we'll probably cut some of these off and go ahead and eat them. Here's another flower that I planted a couple of seasons ago, and it just keeps coming back. I cannot remember the name of it, but once I do, I'll let you know. This is our Rose of Sharon. It's blooming out. A lot of leaves on it. Here's our other Rose of Sharon. I just planted this. This is some Greek oregano. So this should do really well here. I got some irises and daylilies we just planted up there. I'll take you down there sometime soon, but this is our Blackberry Trellis. It's got a ton of growth on it. I have a bunch of blackberries. And this, we got 6 blueberry plants all the way down there. And we'll have a bunch of blueberries on those. This is our Kwanzaa cherry that I kind of pruned, but I planted this, let's see, maybe this past spring of 2019. This thing's doing really well. It's pretty much bloomed out completely. It had a bunch of nice blooms on it, but it's doing well. Endless summer hydrangeas that are starting to come out. And then, yeah, I know this is all muddy. It's because our kids' four-wheeler, this is their track. They go down through here on. But here's another Kwanzaa cherry that I planted this past spring here. So, just planted this one. I'll kind of probably trim him out in the winter time, but once he gets nice and established, I'm going to take those stakes off. And there's another one we have going. There he is right here. Another Kwanzaa cherry. Just planted these strawberries up here in these little containers here. These are Temptation strawberries. Put this little cage around it so when we're playing basketball, the ball doesn't crush them. And here's another thing of them right here. Here's our double place barrias. They're looking nice. And then this is a sycamore. It's just now leafing out. This thing must be 15 foot tall or higher. You just planted this forsythias. This one here, it's starting to leaf out. and this one here. All right, folks, until next time.